Welcome to the Math School by Ifra. In this video, we are going to discuss pie chart, bar graph, and a line graph. Okay, now study the following pie chart and answer the questions below. The sports teacher at the school asked the students their favorite sport and recorded the data. The results are shown in the pie chart below. Okay, now how many liked volleyball? 12 liked volleyball, cricket, 78 liked cricket, 24 students liked hockey, 19 students liked basketball, 65 students liked football, and 65 students liked badminton. Okay. Which sport is the most favorite of the students? Cricket. Cricket is the most favorite of the students. Okay. Which two sports are equally liked by students? Football and badminton. Football and badminton. We don't have much space, I won't be writing over here. Which sport are relatively less popular among students? Basketball, hockey, basketball, and volleyball are less popular amongst the students. How many students like to play badminton, volleyball, and hockey in total? How many students like to play badminton? 65. 65. How many like volleyball? 12. And how many like hockey? 24. Okay. So 24 plus 12 plus 65. Let's add them. Okay. And let's see what do we get. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 1 carry. 2 plus 1, 3. 4. 4 plus 6, 10. So 101. 101 is the answer. Okay. Now let's move on towards the next question. What is the difference of the number of children who like to play cricket than football? Now 78 like cricket. 78. 78 liked cricket minus. How many liked football? 65. So 78 minus 65 is 13. Okay, how many children like to play basketball? It is visible from the pie chart. It is the green sector. So that is 19. Okay, let's move on towards the next graph. That is a baseball bar graph. The school baseball team keeps track of how many runs each player gets. Use the graph below to answer the questions. How many runs did Sarah have? Now Mark ran 8 runs. From the graph you can see Tracy ran 12 runs, Doug ran 11 runs, Patty ran 4 runs, and Sarah ran 7 runs. How many runs did Sarah have? Sarah has 7 runs. Yeah, Sarah ran 7 runs. Okay, how many runs did the player with the most runs have? The player with the most runs was Tracy. Okay, Tracy was the player with the most runs. So the player with the most runs was Tracy. Okay, how many more runs did Doug have than Sarah? Doug had 11 runs and Sarah had 7 runs. So 11 minus 7 is 4. There's something wrong with my stylus. Okay, let's do it again. 4. How many fewer runs did Mark have than Tracy? Mark had 8 runs and Tracy had 12 runs. 12 minus 8 is 4. 4. Okay. Now, how many runs did Mark and Patty have? Mark had 8 runs and Patty had 4 runs. So, it's 12. So, it's 12. Okay. Who has more runs? Mark and Doug or Tracy and Patty? Mark and Doug have 11 plus 8. 19 runs. And Tracy and Patty have 12 plus 4. 16 runs. So, Mark and Doug, underlined, they have more runs. Which two players' runs added together are less than Tracy? Tracy has 12 runs. And Patty and Sarah combined, they have 4 plus 7. They have 11 runs. So, Patty and Sarah have less runs. Jose scores 5 more runs than Tracy. How many runs did he score? Tracy ran 12 runs. So, 12 plus 5 is 12 plus 5 is 17. Okay, list the players in order from fewest runs to most runs. How are we going to do it? Simple. This is 1. This is Patty is number 1. Then we have Sarah. Then we have Mark. Then we have Doug, and finally we have Tracy. Okay. Now, how many hot dogs? Give a single line graph comprehension. How many hot dogs were sold on Friday and Sunday combined? On Monday, there was 2 dozen hot dogs sold. We know it from the graph. On Tuesday, 4 dozen. On Wednesday, 7 dozen. On Thursday, 5 dozen were sold. On Friday, 3 dozen. On Saturday, 1 dozen. And on Sunday, 8 dozens were sold. How many hot dogs were sold on Sunday and Friday combined? Friday it was 3 hot dogs and Sunday it was 8. 8 plus 3 is 11 dozen hot dogs. How many more hot dogs were sold on Sunday than on Saturday? Sunday there were 8 hot dogs sold and on Saturday there was only 1. So 8 minus 1 is 7 dozen hot dogs more were sold on Sunday than on Saturday. How many hot dogs were sold on Monday, Wednesday and Thursday? Monday was 2. So we have 2 plus. Wednesday there were 7 plus. On Thursday there was 5 hot dogs sold. So 7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. Next week, twice the number of hot dogs were sold than this week. How many hot dogs were sold the following week? Okay, let's check how many hot dogs were sold this week. 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1 plus 8. So what do I get? 6. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 7, 13. 13 plus 5, 18. 18 plus 3, 21. 21 plus 1, 22. 22 plus 8, 30. So in this week, 30 hot dogs were sold. So we write 30 over here. And next week, twice the number of hot dogs were sold. So next week, the following week, 60 dozen hot dogs would be sold because there were twice as much hot dogs sold than this current week. Were more hot dogs sold on Monday or on Thursday? Yes. Yes, more hot dogs were sold on Thursday. Okay, so this is how we attempt these questions. I hope you understood. See you in the next video.